Have you ever wondered how to prepare healthy food that actually tastes good? Well, stay tuned while Avita Tizano, Brenda Kemp, and yours truly, Nice Collins, show you just how to do it and give you a taste of paradise.
My name is Brenda Kemp.
And my name is Avita Tizano, and we are so glad you joined us today.
Today's program, we're going to be making smoothies and doing a lot of juicing. Avita, do you love juicing?
I love juicing. You know, juicing is detoxing. It really lets your body rest by doing some liquid foods, but it's high in nutrients, power-packed.
Great. Well, we're going to do a smoothie first, and that smoothie is called a Delightfully Green Smoothie. So, what are the ingredients for our Delightfully Green Smoothie?
A half frozen banana, 1 cup of frozen peaches, 1 large handful of spinach, a half a cup of soaked dates, 1 cup of water, and 4 ice cubes.
So let's begin our smoothie recipe.
You know, you should get a pound of greens in a day.
A pound of greens in a day?
Yes.
Well, how about a handful of spinach today?
And the way you get your greens in is to do smoothies and juicing.
That is correct.
Yes. So you want the peaches or?
I'm going to add some water.
Okay.
Just a little bit so we can get our blender moving. And I'm going to blend that up just a bit. Sorry. How about that? Okay, it's got that going. Now we're going to add our dates. You know, my kids don't like spinach.
Yeah.
So I have to hide the spinach in smoothies. They think the color of this smoothie is so cool, but they don't know it's spinach. It's a great way to get them to eat vegetables. I'm going to add our half a banana. And we'll go ahead and put in our ice cubes.
And you want to put the remainder of the water in?
Yes. And the last of the water. And then we're going to give it another spin. I want it to be a little more blended. Okay, so we're going to take this off. We're going to use our damper to help us blend some more.
Let me get the glasses.
Okay, I think we got it. And there we have it, Delightfully Green Smoothie.
Wonderful. You remember dreamsicles?
I do.
Oh, we're going to make a dreamsicle smoothie. But first I have to make the almond milk that goes in the dreamsicle.
Okay.
And the ingredients for the almond milk is 1 cup of almonds soaked overnight, 3 cups of water, 2 dates soaked, and a pinch of salt. So let's get started to make the almond milk. We need 1 cup of soaked almonds, and this is 3 cups of water.
Oh, wow.
Okay, let's blend it. And let's blend it until it's really smooth.
How's that looking?
That's good.
Okay.
So we're going to use the cheesecloth to strain the almonds that
Okay.
didn't. So just pour it really carefully.
Ooh.
Just pour it real slowly. And it will catch the almonds
That did not get blended.
blended. The almond pulp. You know, when I used to be a chef at the Raw restaurant in Dallas, we used to make smoothies all the time.
Making your own milk. Okay.
And this is an easy way to get fresh almond milk. And you just want to squeeze it.
And you can buy these cheesecloths in your regular store?
Yeah, a fabric store. You could buy it at the fabric store. And you could keep the pulp, and you could make cookies with this pulp.
Exactly. Oh, you need that bowl?
Yeah. You could also make bread with the pulp. Dehydrated bread is delicious. Okay, now we're going to return it to the blender.
You can put it down so you can get it good. And then we're going to add that date
Yes.
to give it that sweetness.
And then the 1 date.
Okay.
And then just blend.
Here, chop it.
Now we have to blend it real smoothly.
We do.
Yeah. Get rid of those date pieces. So that's good.
That looks good.
That's
Okay.
great. And so let's pour it back into the bowl. And now let's get ready to make our dreamsicle smoothie. And the ingredients for the dreamsicle smoothie are 2 cups of almond milk, 2 frozen bananas, the juice of 1 navel orange, 4 soaked dates, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 4 ice cubes. So let's make our dreamsicle smoothie. Let's
Okay.
start with the milk.
Pouring in 2 cups of the almond milk.
Want to put the bananas or the...
This is 2 frozen bananas.
Orange juice, freshly squeezed orange juice. 4 pitted dates,
There.
some vanilla extract,
Vanilla extract
and 4 ice cubes.
and our ice cubes.
Okay. I smell it already.
We're going to give this a spin.
I'm gonna go get a glass. That's good. That's all right. No, a little
Okay.
I'm ready for this. Oh my goodness, I smell it.
Won't you give
Okay.
it a taste?
I will. Oh my goodness, this is so good. Here we have it, a dreamsicle smoothie. This smoothie was delicious. Oh, Brenda, I can't wait till you taste it.
Okay, now we have a special treat for you. We're going to invite our good friend Leslie Jackson Smith up to give her testimony about how eating raw has changed her life. Leslie, why don't you come on up? Welcome, Leslie.
Thank you, Evita. Thank you, Brenda.
Why don't you share with us what eating raw has done for you?
Well, I tell you, the Lord is truly, truly blessing my life and my health since I've been eating raw. I was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress syndrome. I had high blood pressure. I was diagnosed with morbid obesity. Just my cholesterol was extremely high. And I didn't hear my doctors telling me that I was terminally ill. And when I started eating raw, all of those symptoms and all of those issues have gone away.
That is a blessing.
It is a blessing. I tell you, the Lord is good.
Well, we have made a dream smoothie shake, and we'd
Okay.
like for you to share it with
I
us
would
today.
love to try some.
I'm gonna
And
get
I
some glasses.
understand also that you've lost a lot of weight too.
I have. I'm down 5 dress sizes. Praise the Lord.
Wow, that is so awesome.
Oh, that smells so good. You can smell the orange in it.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
There's yours,
And mine's it's in the middle.
and I'll have the rest. And here we have it.
To good health.
Let's toast to good health.
Yes.
Are you on time or are you late? Well, maybe you're early, but are you on time for your appointment? It's a doctor's appointment. Are you on time for maybe work? Maybe are you on time for like a date with a good friend, or maybe to pick up the kids from school? But the question is, are you on time? Question as well, a big question is, are we on time for church? Are we on time for maybe school, after school activities? The question is, are we on time? And all of those being on time things are great. But what we forget about most is, are we on time to take care of this body? Have we been on time to eat on a schedule? Have we been on time to maybe rest? Have we been on time for lunch or breakfast or maybe a light dinner? This is the issue. We're on time for everything else, but for some reason food gets the back burner. And this should not continue this way. The body can't keep it up. It may fool you for now and deal with all of the strain that it gives you, but it will come back. If not now, maybe later. So let's be on time to take care of the body. And that's why we titled this, Are You on Time? Is because this is so important. This is almost like the VIP room, the most important room in a house, which is the kitchen. But even more important is, are we on time to prepare food? Are we on time to eat? And what we realize is many times we have been lacking on that. And so today we want to just take a little break and look at the importance of this. There's a saying, and it's written in the Ministry of Healing, that says that regularity in eating is of vital importance. Now, when you and I think of vital, what do you think of? Vital means what? Necessary. Vital means you probably can't live without it. So like your heartbeat, boop, 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 that is a vital beat. You can't live without it. Even if your heart stops, you still need that vital beat. Why? What do? They put a pacemaker in for something else to give that beat. Let's think of something else that may be vital. Your blood is a vital fluid. You can't live without it. If you lose a lot of blood, they're going to have to replace it. You get a transfusion and all of these other items. These are vital things. What else is vital? As I just mentioned, regularity, a schedule. And you know what? Even before we change any foods and stuff like that, the goal is to get back on a schedule. Our bodies works on a schedule. The sun rises, the sun sets. The Lord said, let there be day and let there be night. If you notice, there's a rhythm. Can you imagine if one day the sun said, you know what, I'm tired. I'm not going to rise today. The world wouldn't even know which way to turn. The rivers won't know which way to flow, and it would just be pure chaos. Well, your body doesn't want to be in chaos. It wants to develop a rhythm, a schedule. And this is crucial, but many times people say, I don't have time to eat on time. I don't have time for lunch, or I don't have time for breakfast. And we put it on the back burner. Yes, this body, this temple is wonderfully made. But what happens is, it's almost like a car. You know, if you don't take care of it, it's just going to break down on you. And we have to follow the manual which God has given us. And so let's look at that point there. Regularity in eating is of what? Vital importance. It says there should be a specified time for each meal. Okay? Now let's go over this real quick. There should be a what? A specified time. Let me break that down even more. There should be a specific time for each meal. This is crucial. Let's say your body is let's say you eat breakfast at 8 o'clock today, right? What time is your body gonna expect breakfast tomorrow? 8 o'clock. Yes, your body remembers things, okay? So what time? Maybe 7:50, 7:55 or something like that. The body is doing what? Waiting and getting ready for who to come in at 8 o'clock? Food. So what happens? It starts to release some of those enzymes and those digestive juices in anticipation that 8 o'clock we will be eating. But we want to trick the body today, and we just want to skip 8 o'clock. Oh, no, I don't want to eat breakfast at 8. I have something to do. So we skip that. We go to work. We do this, and we try to eat breakfast 11 or 12 o'clock. But if you notice, this is really funny, and it works clockwork because the body works on a schedule. You notice like 9 or 10 o'clock, you hear thunder and lightning, and you look out the window and there's no rain. Where's that thunder and lightning coming from? It's coming from your what? Your stomach. Because the body was waiting, and y'all know what I'm talking about. You ever try to take a test and you skip breakfast that morning, and you trying to squeeze your stomach, you trying to drink water, you trying to chew gum, which will probably even make the situation worse, and you at work and everybody's looking at you and you're like, what's going on? It's because the body was expecting food at what time? 8 o'clock. But we tricked it. Well, the trick is back, the joke is on us. Because it's releasing those digestive juices, and it says, hey, where's the food? Then no food comes. So what happens? It turns around, yes, literally turn around and start eating and digesting whatever it has access to, the lining of the stomach. I'm telling you, we work with people who've had acid reflux, gastritis. You know what acid reflux is, right? You know when you're trying to like sleep at night, but you can't sleep straight and you have to keep going like this. And because why? You feel those like fluids and stuff coming back up, and it starts to burn you and stuff. And so you have to take like 5 and 10 pillows and you're sleeping like this, you know, because you can't lay flat anymore. That is real simple. We work with one client, they had that problem. And you will not believe this. After 10 years of dealing with the problem, they just got back on schedule. Are you ready? Within 3 days, literally 3 days, they were able to get rid of the problem. I mean, this acid reflux thing is very, very serious. But the coolest thing about it is the answer is so simple. I remember we were doing a rotation in the hospital, in the ER, and one person came into the ER. They was like, oh my goodness, I'm having a heart attack. I'm having a heart attack. And I'm not trying to make fun of them, but they really thought they were having a heart attack. When the doctors ran all the tests and everything like that, you know what? It wasn't even a heart attack. It was a bad case of acid reflux. Now, watch this. Don't play around with it. I know most people say, well, it's not a major disease and stuff like that. But actually, it is. Because what it will do is it will predispose the body for gastritis. Gastritis and acid reflux leads to like what? Ulcers. Ulcers, and we all know it. You heard all the programs, can start and slowly but surely lead a person. It's a precursor to what? Cancer of the stomach. Now, no, nobody wants that, especially when you're eating all this good food. But even though you eat all the good food, it does us no good if we don't eat it what? On time. So the question is, are we on time? So it says regularity in eating is of what? Vital. That means it's life, vital importance. There should be a specified time for us to eat. And at this time, let us eat what your body what? Needs, and then take nothing else until the next meal. Now that's another tip that we need to learn, because we need to learn to be on time. So, okay, I'm going to eat at 8 o'clock today, and I'm going to follow that schedule. But right at about 9:30, 10, 11, 12 o'clock, I get a little thing, and my lunchtime is not till maybe 1 o'clock. So I go ahead and I take a grape, or I drink something or whatever. That means that it's going to start to interrupt that digestion process. because it's a snack. So what does it mean? Eat what your system requires and take nothing else until the next meal? That simply means no snacking. Don't eat anything in between the meals. But the question I have for you all today is, what is considered a snack? What's considered a snack? Well, most people say anything that comes in between the meal or items like that. Or people will say, well, isn't an apple a healthy snack? Well, I mean, it's a better alternative, but I wouldn't say it's quite a healthy snack because anything that comes in between digestion starts to mess up your digestion. I'll give you a quick example. Let's say you sent your friend to the supermarket to go ahead and buy some of the ingredients for one of the recipes that we're making, okay? So watch this. They're heading to the supermarket, and before they could drive out the driveway and stuff, you call them, hey, can you come back? I need to give you some more money because I also want to pick up this, okay? So they come back and they say, okay, yeah, I'll get that for you, no problem. So they leave again and they drive, and they go 2 blocks and you call them, hello? Yeah, I forgot one more item. Can you come back and let me give you some more money for that? So they come back and they get it. If you notice what will happen now, watch this. Before you know it, they would never even get to the supermarket. And by the time they got to the supermarket, so much time has passed. They have such a high list. As a result, that's what snacking does. It interrupts the process. So they should have just went to the supermarket and they would have been back within 20 minutes. But now it takes what? 45 minutes, an hour. And that's what snacking does. Well, people say, okay. Well, what else is considered a snack? Anything that is not water is considered a snack. Because anything that needs to be digested, what is it? And the water is like the only thing that doesn't need to be digested. So even if I drop a lemon in the water, that is considered a snack. All right? And so we don't want to do that. That's why throughout our programs, we've been teaching people how to plan their menus and how to how to cook proper meals so that you won't have that hunger or that craving to snack. And most times you won't have that snacking if you just drink more water. And so this is one of the things. So we're not going to, number one, we're going to be on schedule. Regularity is crucial. You already know this with your job. Could your job manage, okay? Let's say you're a teacher. Could the schools function if you came in at any time? Let's say you're supposed to be there at 9 o'clock for classes to start, and you just skip that. Oh, I'm going to come at 10, 11 o'clock. What will happen to your class? It wouldn't work because they need a system. But here's the question now. We would take better care of our jobs than sometimes we take care of ourselves. Your body wants that same schedule. It doesn't want to be in chaos. But the issue is that it needs a schedule. And if we go here and go there and don't eat on time, then you're going to start to have problems. I remember I was working with one young lady, and she said, this is too much information. I'll try to follow schedule, but I can't eat healthy food and all that stuff. And you know what she did? She continued eating all the food that she would consider not healthy, but she says, all I will do is I will follow a schedule. 8 o'clock I'm going to eat. 5 or 6 hours after, 1, 2 o'clock I'm going to eat. And then she says, I'll have dinner, but I'll go for a light dinner. And are you ready for what happened? Within 1 week of her following the information, just 1 week, she balanced, meaning that like she lost almost 4 to 5 pounds. Here's the funny thing. She didn't change anything in her diet. All she did was follow a schedule. Follow a schedule. And I'll give you a quick example. And this is why the key to getting on time is to planning. Okay? That's why you need to take advantage of your Sundays. You need to take advantage of any free time because you need to plan out your meals. And that's why throughout the program we've been sharing little items that you can do because, you know, life does go. Life does run. But we can't let it run and run us to the ground. And what I mean by that, here's a little tip. And don't tell your employers I told you this. But please, ladies, gentlemen, whoever's watching, don't act like your job needs you. Yes, I did say that. I'm sorry, but I have to say it again. Don't act like your job needs you. Why do I say that? Because they will work and you would work, and sometimes people act like the job needs them, and I have to be there 6 in the morning, and I have to leave 11, 12 o'clock at night, and they work so much. But let me tell you something. One day you get sick. Maybe stomach problems or something of that nature. God forbid it happens. We hope not. If it happens, if you get sick and you can't come into work or you can't come into work anymore, do you know what will happen to your position? They'll replace it. And somebody else will do the same job. So the key is, let's start to take care of this body, because if you don't do it for yourself, no one else can do it for you. Is that all right? So let's just plan our menus and items like that so we can be on time, and you will start to see the benefit as a result. So one of the key items that we made throughout our programming is a granola, because you never want to leave home without it. So I want to show you a little example of a granola that we see here today. It's really simple. It's really easy to make. If you didn't get the recipe, call and do something. Get the recipe. All you need to do is make this at least once every 2 or 3 weeks, and you never have to make cereal again. All right, and you'll never have to buy it, so you'll save money as a result. It's actually healthy. You won't have that urge to snack. Why? Because we had our fruits there, we had our healthy cereal, and these sort of milks that we can make. And so then you'll be able to space it out. Oh, let me tell you how else you save money. You save money because you don't need to snack anymore. All right, a lot of times we spend a lot of money on these little snacks or the vending machines or buying this or buying that. We won't need that anymore. Everybody who has followed this information, and if they have calculated on a family of 4, you would average, on an average, you would save about $4,500 just by sticking to a schedule and cooking and preparing your own food. Would anybody like to save about $4,500? If you don't, we would like to. So make sure you call 3ABN and donate that money to 3ABN if you don't want to do it for yourself, all right? Or you could just keep it for yourself and also help other people. So the key is regularity in eating, vital importance. Number 2, is a specified time for each meal. So we showed you breakfast, and then we'll show you a little example for a quick lunch. I'll show you right here. We have a little rice there. We made this. We did the flaky brown rice. That's a real simple item that you can do. And the key is bring it to work. We have some unsausages, some gravy to go along. Take some asparagus, some artichoke. All of these things are actually good for you at the same time. The key as well of eating on time is you have to bring your own food. Literally, if you see me on the streets or you see me traveling, I have a whole nother bag. I have my luggage and everything like that, but I have my bag, because situations will always come up to throw you off of schedule. It happens, but you will not be off of schedule. Why? Because you plan. And when you plan, the Lord will bless. And what was the first thing? One of the first things that happened, it was order. Order. And this is the key. This is how our body functions. It thrives off of a schedule. Wake up on time. Eat on time. But watch this. Most importantly, even before you set up a schedule with your food, why don't you set up a time with God? Why don't you say every morning at 6 or 7, I'll spend more time with Him, and in the evening as well. And this will be the key to your success. This is the foundation. A taste of health, something better. Have you ever
Of the water. And then we're going to give it another spin. I want it to be a little more blended. How about that? Okay, it's got that going. Now we're going to add our dates. You know, my kids don't like spinach.
Yeah.
So I have to hide the spinach in smoothies. They think the color of this smoothie is so cool, but they don't know it's spinach. It's a great way to get them to eat vegetables. I'm going to add our half a banana. And we'll go ahead and put in our ice cubes.
You want to put the remainder of the water in?
Yes. And the last.
Have you ever wondered how to prepare healthy food that actually tastes good? Well, stay tuned while Avita Tizano, Brenda Kemp, and yours truly, Nice Collins, show you just how to do it and give you a taste of paradise.
My name is Brenda Kemp.
And my name is Avita Tizano, and we are so glad you joined us today.
Today's program, we're going to be making smoothies and doing a lot of juicing.
You know, you should get a pound of greens in a day.
A pound of greens in a day?
Yes.
Well, how about a handful of spinach today?
And the way you get your greens in is to do smoothies and juicing.
That is correct.
Yes. So you want the peaches or?
I'm going to add some water.
Okay.
Just a little bit so we can get our blender moving. And I'm going to blend that up just a bit. Rita, do you love juicing?
I love juicing. You know, juicing is detoxing. It really lets your body rest by doing some liquid foods. But it's high in nutrients, power-packed.
Great. Well, we're going to do a smoothie first, and that smoothie is called a Delightfully Green Smoothie. So, what are the ingredients for our Delightfully Green Smoothie?
A half frozen banana, 1 cup of frozen peaches, 1 large handful of spinach, a half a cup of soaked dates, 1 cup of water, and 4 ice cubes.
So let's begin our smoothie recipe.